Henry VIII, one of the most influential kings. And Henry VIII is famous for going through 6 different marriages. The first was to Catherine of Aragon. The second Anne Boleyn. The third, and the one that Henry truly loved, Jane Seymour. The horse, the Flanders mare, Anacledes. The 16-year-old non-virgin Catherine Howard, and what I believe to be virgin Catherine Parr, which Catherine Parr did marry Thomas Seymour. Like, he did marry Thomas, and they did have a child with Thomas, which only one single child, Mary. So yes. But back to Henry VIII. So Henry VIII didn't just have wives. He also had mistresses, which resulted in several other children. The most well-known being the Earl of Nottingham, the Duke of Somerset, the Duke of Richmond, and Lord Council of the Northern England, Henry Fitzroy. Yeah, he was a lot of stuff. At 6 and 10, he was big stuff as Henry's only living son. Legitimate or not. But that wasn't his only illegitimate children. Oh no, there was also this woman named Catherine Carey, who was an illegitimate child of Henry VIII, and did have a sibling, Henry Carey, which was another illegitimate child of Henry. There's also several unknown ones that we wouldn't even know about, like the pirate con artist Thomas Stalky, who was an illegitimate child of Henry VIII. So that's pirate con artist. And remember when I talked about Henry Fitzroy? Well, he did have a sister, Elizabeth Talboys, but you might have saw her name. And there's Elizabeth. I can zoom in perfectly. I don't think I can zoom in perfectly, but I guess. Give me a second. Give me a second. I guess that this was Elizabeth. And there's one more illegitimate child I want to talk about. Ethelreda Moult. Ethelreda Moult. So, if you don't remember, let's review. So, Ethelreda Moult Ethelreda Moult, Elizabeth Tailboys, Catherine Carey, Catherine Carey, Henry Carey, Henry Fitzroy, and yeah, you get the drill. So, yep. But if you still can't remember, I will do a final reveal. So if you still can remember here, and watch this part if you still can remember them. So these are Elizabeth Tailboys. There. There's Elizabeth. It's Elizabeth, if you forget her, she was there. Her brother, Henry Fitzroy. Catherine Carey. If I can get the whole image of her, that would be a blessing. To get like a whole image of her. The full Catherine Carey. Henry Carey. Thomas Stulkey. Ethelred Moult. And there's also one I didn't talk about. There's also Henry, Duke of Cornwall. There's Henry right there on its bed, or an alternative, which I might choose for Henry. This is an alternative that I use for him. This is an alternative for baby Henry. Edward VI. If I can find his baby picture, just past it. Elizabeth I. And no, Martha Jefferson Randolph. Mary. And finally, have, I can find it. Did I just pass it? Yeah, no, actually got. And Mary the First. I give up finding the other painting, but it's okay. It's okay. You don't have to find the exact thing, but hey, at least it's a child portrait. I just did the children portraits because I felt like it. I was feeling really nice. So, if I can get this out. That's Mary, and that's all the children that I have found.
Their sibling rivalries and brief, bloody, and brilliant. But these three illustrious monarchs were not King.
Oh, you thought I was done, right? Well, I'm not done. There is one I forbid to say his name. I would now. Richard Edwards. Yes. Oh, wait. Yes, and finally, Richard Edwards. That's it. That's all of Henry VIII's children that I know about. Bye.